Good morning. Welcome to MightyOxTrading. Thursday morning, bright and early. Way too early. Here in central Illinois, staring down another snowpocalypse. But we're ready to trade. Hope everyone's doing okay. You traded overnight. Hope you're green. Good morning, Vincent. How are you? How's my volume this morning? Is it sounding okay? So we traded last night here on stream. Took 3 losses on the trader career path. You see, we're sitting down $183 total for that account, which is okay. We'll get it back. And then I got one trade on gold on the regular gauntlet account for $60 profit. And to show that sometimes I think that the trading gods like to mess with me. You know, here's the Nasdaq since we've been open. You see, it's basically in a consolidation mode almost the entire time. And literally within 5 minutes of getting off stream, this happened. I was looking for a tool, but yeah, this happened within 5 minutes of getting off stream. Apparently, some sort of news about Ukraine firing something in the Russia or something. So yeah, like 150 point drop no, almost 200 point. No, early morning math. Yeah, 150 point drop right as I got off stream. And we've been kind of consolidated since, but this is a big 58.5 minute candle here shortly after the Europe Open as well. So definitely, there was slow to, but some terrifying excitement. So yeah, and if you look at the 1 minute chart, which I'll show here in a minute, the signal called it. Now, there's no way to signal noob, but it seems like the market does give a hint even before a major crash that there's some semblance of something coming up. Here's where that was, and it's hard to see because of the way it squeezes. Here, let me take those bands off. That'll get rid of the squeezing. There, that looks better. So you can see here the short signal came in here at 21:46 my time, and then the big whoosh started at 21:55. So this would have been a great signal to take. Good morning, Skogs. How are you? Now, Nasdaq, we have about a 180 point range. Most of that was all in that one move. ES, we have about a 35, no, early morning math, 41 point range. Copper did the exact same move, which is weird because the other metals didn't move as much. We were debating this in the Discord last night. Big, huge move on copper. Almost the entire range, which is about 180 ticks. It's a huge, huge move down, all within 15 minutes, and then it regained almost all of it back over the next hour or so. Never reached quite the high, but almost. It's sitting about mid-range, speaking of copper. I'm doing alright, still waking up. Gold, we have about a 21 point range. No, that's wrong. 29 point range. And we are really high right now on gold. If we look at a daily chart, pull up daily chart, Our high for the day, we have not been this high since last June on gold. The high back then was 1919. So we're not far off of that. If we get above there, then we haven't been this high since last January. UltraBond. Bonds. The bonds liked what happened last night, so while everything was going down, it went up. Recovered. It's at, areas we haven't seen it in months as well on these lows of yesterday. But now it's recovered some, about 2.5 points in range. Oil. Oil had dipped below 90, down to 88, back up, then came all the way back up to 91.44. So looking just slightly less than 3 points in range. And natural gas, I have about 250 ticks in range. Forgot to chart out the Russell. Where's my other yellow line? There it is. And the Russell's giving us about 25 points in range. That's where the markets stand. Seems like we have to be careful with the news, with things happening in Ukraine. Seems like the market is really just ready to, like, oh yeah, and I'm not sure what the heck went on here. I just sat back in my chair, ready to go to bed. Not ready to go to sleep, I should say. I sleep in the recliner, not far from my computer. And I was here, I was looking at the chart that was up on the screen, and this happened. I have no idea what happened here, because like, this was three 1 minute, just in 3 1 minute candles, and then it just acted like it never happened. Just, continued on. A quick 37 point move up, and then all the way back down. A little bit lower than where it started, and just continued on like it never happened. That was weird. Well, let's see if ES did say. That's a good point. I mean, I didn't have the ES chart at the time. Let's look. Now, ES did it too. 9 points up, then about 10 points down, and then just continued on like it never happened. Nothing to see here, folks. Just a spasm. I'll be okay. That's where things stand now. We do have unemployment numbers coming out, jobless claims, whatever they call it, in about 4:50 minutes, 8:30 Eastern. So we'll see if that does anything to the markets. I have a long signal here in gold. We're going to wait to see if we can get back above this previous recent high of 1889.6. We're about a point below that. NQ kind of consolidating, although it's trying to break out of that consolidation now. It's right at the high of that recent move. That would have been an excellent signal. Obviously, I was still sleeping at that time. Oh, now we watch and wait for some opportunities for both the regular Gauntlet account and the Trader Career Path. I do want to thank everyone for joining me this morning as we're getting started. Always feel free to say hello in the chat. If you have questions or comments, feel free. Of course, I love if you hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. And to smite the haters that continue to downvote me. Crude did send a signal there. I kind of just zoned on it. That would have been an excellent signal. That would already be at my profit target. So I zoned on that one. I'm not sure how. Last night I forgot my alerts expired on TradingView. I was wondering why I wasn't getting alerts. I had to reset up the alerts. I don't understand I mean, I know they're trying to drive up their people to buy their higher subscriptions, but I just don't understand the purpose of having alerts that expire. Copper. Copper's also sending us a long signal here. That long signal on gold did not work. We're slightly downtrending on the chart here on gold copper. It did break through. Came up here nicely. Now this pullback. Let's look at the longer chart. Doesn't really give me any real indication either. It's about 14 ticks away from its recent high. Come up in that area twice. Kind of making lower highs. We'll wait on that. How's Bitcoin doing overnight? Bitcoin down to 43,000. Did Bitcoin have that same crash at that same time? Oh wait, I'm on a daily chart on Bitcoin. Not sure why. That's interesting. Yeah, Bitcoin kind of crashed around that same time. SHIB. Still waiting for SHIB to go to $1 so I can retire. Good morning, Chris. How are you today? Excellent. Glad to hear that. Above the 70 line, tickling that. Yeah, it just did the pullback on that candle. Yeah, it's just about tickling that Bollinger Band. So yes, it's there, just about. Yeah. Morning, Andrew. Small candles on the way up there, though, Vincent. So I'm not sure how much of a pullback we'll see, but well, there's a point right there. So yeah, if you jumped in right at the close of that candle, yeah, that was a great call, Vincent. Now, how I would have played that if I had played it, eh, I unblew up the is so I would have jumped in and set the stop loss right at the top, right at the wick. So right here, and it would have just, I mean, it would have been a tight stop, but it was going to continue to go up. It would have. So it only would have been a 3 tick stop, and it's given us 6 ticks so far. So yeah, that was excellent. Oh, great job, Chris. Yeah, that was a perfect play there, Vincent. It's gone reversed by 2 points off the close of that last candle. So now what Vincent was talking about is this reversal play. I've been kind of studying. I haven't been as brave as Vincent to actually take it. Interesting. I'll have to watch for that pattern, test it out this weekend, see if that see if that's definitely something I want to employ long term. Chris, thank you for letting me know about that. So what was this? What was the A plus setup that Vincent was talking about? If you look here, I'll draw on the chart. We actually we did not break the third Bollinger on that candle. Came very very close. So this was an A setup. But we broke the 70 line on the RSI and we broke the band right there on the RSI. So that was 2 of the 3. We didn't actually get up to that Bollinger, but we almost did. And that usually means when all 3 of these, or at least 2 or 3, come together, we see at least a little bit of a pullback. And here we saw a 2 point pullback, which is on the S is $100. There's nothing wrong. That's excellent. Now here we also broke the band, but we weren't above the 70 line, and we weren't above the Bollinger on the RSI. So this was not the A plus setup. It did pull back, obviously, off the top, but it continued going up. Here we actually got 2 nice red candles in a row, and we might even be in a period of consolidation now. I've been looking at that more on a 5 minute chart than a 1 minute, but Vincent's been watching it on the 1 minute, and he really likes it. So, and I believe he just got a couple points out of it. Yeah, you look and see if the same thing was happening on Q. Yep. NQ also pulled back, but it had two of the 3. It also didn't break the band. That was a nice little pullback on NQ as well. So let's take a look at what Chris just said. If the market's up overnight, it seems to sell off. If the market's down, caught the long going up. So you caught this long coming up there. The market was down Let's look back. Let's turn back. I need to get that. No, I'll probably get a copyright strike if I try and get that. Would be nice to be able to play that when I'm about to say that. So here the market was down, I believe. I don't know. How would this? Okay, so this was yesterday, Chris. Was this? It went up here in the European session, kind of meandered down. So what would you have been looking for here, long or short? I mean, obviously we see it went short about the time frame. So do you consider the European session the long, and then hit the short on the way back down here? Oh, you were looking at 5 minutes this time. Well, you didn't tell me that. Uh, 5 minutes. Yeah, we didn't really. We were above the 70 line, but we weren't actually above the bands there. But it was definitely. I mean, you called it on the 1 minute. Definitely, it was definitely on the 1 minute that you found it, or at least that's sort of the setup. Really? Okay, it's still early in the morning. Okay, interesting, Chris. I'm gonna do some back testing on that this weekend and try and keep that in mind. Right. I mean, nothing's 100% in trading. So you also see I have that big yellow line here on my 1 minute chart, which is VWAP. I hadn't VWAP'd before, but a guy last night on streams started mentioning it, and I am seeing where it might be an advantage. So I'm now watching that as well. Trying not to make my charts too messy. You know, obviously I rely on the bands, but I wish the bands didn't cause this scrunching, for lack of a better term, on the chart. If I turn off the bands, it looks so much freer. The chart looks so much better. It's easier to read. Turning the bands back on and everything kind of consolidates together, and it's harder to really read. I've considered, I mean, I could turn off that second band. That one. That makes it a little bit easier, but I don't know. Could play with that, I guess. So, Vincent, did you end up getting something out of that trade? Or are you still in that trade? It's kind of going sideways over to the SMA. Auto scale. I think so. Cause like um, if I turn this auto off, then I can do this and this and this and all that. And then if I hit auto, it puts it back in the center. Yeah, the piercing the RSI Bollinger is the main thing. The the first two things I look for are the Bollinger Band piercings, both on the RSI and on the top chart. Excellent. So yeah, Kappa. Let's see what Copper has to say. So Copper, I didn't take that long signal earlier, and I looked like I was right on that. Easily reversed there. It's still heading down. Uh, right at a period of its recent low, though, or by recent I mean an hour ago. So it's actually already through that. So we're gonna look at that. We're gonna grab a copper chart. The signal I think just went away. Nope, signal's still there. Got 20 seconds on this candle. Magic of the internet. There's the copper chart. Oh, now the signal went away. It's not coming back on this candle, so we shall wait. This looks like it's been a slow grind down for copper. So this is now gone over 2 points for Vincent. Looks like about 3 points if he, tell me where he got in. That would have been an excellent play right there. Natural gas is popping up nicely. I just knocked the signal down. I didn't even pay attention to what it was. Okay, natural gas. Gold sideways after this most recent move up. That was very nice. I was still getting myself together. Literally, I had to put my leg on. That move started about when I was fighting with my leg. Oh, there's 8 o'clock. Let's see, big move up there on copper. So luckily that short actually was a reversal. Big move up there on copper. That would have been excellent. Uh, candle, no indication on that. It's kind of just boom, boom. We're seeing a NQ coming back up toward its recent high there at 14,556. Big candle here in copper. Expect a reversal in the next candle. No, the trading gods hate me. I literally, that move happened literally 5 minutes after I stopped the stream. Usually after I stop the stream, I don't really look at the charts for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, whoosh, straight down. And I'm like, oh my god. Apparently that was on some Russia-Ukraine news. Yeah, very upset that I didn't get in that move. The top of the hour really didn't bring us much. We do see NQ looking like it wants to try and head back up. ES. Also, those couple strong candles here. At the top of the hour. But they do say that the longer, markets like consolidating like that, the bigger the move will be once it breaks out of that consolidation. And it was definitely a big move. Good job there, Andrew. I was thinking long in Q, honestly, once it broke that recent high. Looking back here. So about mid-range. Excellent job, Vincent. Great job. For those of you just joining, this is what Chris was talking about last night. You can see here from the evening. This is my stream time basically, and it was just barely moving, barely moving, barely moving. I got off stream about here, and then it did this. 140, 150 points in 20 minutes, and then regained half of it back, but never regained it all. Let's try it again now. The head up. Definitely seeing a little bit more movement now on NQ and ES. You see that this is the reversal play that Vincent saw. They pull back almost just perfectly to the SMA line and then bounced up. So from here to here, we've seen a 7-point bounce up. Pull back there now. See, we're staying. Oh, big pullback. Wow. 6-point candle down. NQ. All of a sudden, 16 points down. I didn't even give me a chance there to jump in on that short signal. What just happened now? 5 minutes after the hour, we just seen a 40-point drop. And on the opposite side, look at the UltraBond. All of a sudden, boom, up. Gold, boom. Something just happened. Something just triggered the market. Gold up 4 points. Copper just lost it. Dropped by 20 ticks. Pull back now on the NASDAQ. Hit VWAP and pulled back. ES pulling back as well. I don't have VWAP on there yet, but what the heck just happened? I didn't even have the opportunity to jump on that. It like literally happened within a second of this candle closing. Gold, I mean, now and look at that. I mean, that was a perfect reversal play there on gold. I mean, that was well into probably like the 4th or 5th standard deviation Bollinger Band. We can check that because, that's what my scripts do. Display the, okay. I should change the color of it because I can barely see it, but yeah, that hit 6, the 6th standard deviation and pulled back. I would love to be able to set up a script that automatically enters anything that hits the 5th or 6th standard deviation. Enters it reversed. So, and now you can see gold's giving almost all of that back. Great job, Andrew. I'm just not that fast. I think I could be that, faster if I could trade off a trading view. But the fact that I need to quickly look for an NT chart and then jump in on something, It's just something I do need to improve on. I need a third screen where I can just park all my NT charts. I just quickly go over to my other screen, hit what I need to hit. Actually, I would love someone to come out with a voice activated where you could just say uh, short market short and Q2 contracts now, and it enters the order. Looks like this wants to continue heading down. We'll see if it bounces off the VWAP. If it doesn't, maybe we'll jump in an entry here. Seems weird there. It just broke right through VWAP like it was nothing. I'm jumping in there. I might have jumped in late. We'll see if this might be where it reverses. That was a FOMO trade. That was wrong of me. Let's see if it continues to head down. Definitely a FOMO trade. Yeah. So if I gotten in, obviously, like I said, it was too early there. But if I just jumped in there, I would have gotten in and been at profit target already, or 20 points in. Instead, it's just hovering here where it might be reversing. That was definitely a bad idea to get in there. We'll see. Hopefully, it continues to give me something though. Yeah. Yeah. See if it stays below VWAP. So guys, that's exactly what you don't want to do. You know, it was heading down really fast, and I jumped in just way too late. I was chasing. I mean, might still get something out of it because I mean it's not like heading back up too fast, but it is still a very bad decision to enter there. Let's see what everything else is doing. Copper totally recovered. Treasury bonds back to normal. So that was weird. That was just like what we saw. I was pointing out earlier on the chart from last night about 1:30 AM Eastern. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to activate my chart. So here's my chart on the Ninja Trader. I apologize. Magic of the internet. See where I'm at here. My entry is at 14,519. See if we can get back below there. Yeah. Maybe there might be a this might be part of a larger sell-off, although we do have unemployment numbers coming up in about 20 minutes. So that'll be something else we got to watch. But right now, this is hopefully wanting to continue to head down. We are at the 70 line, I mean the 30 line on the RSI. There's a part of me that thinks I should just take this as a gift right here and take $20 and be happy with it. But we'll see what happens. So far, so good. Oh, big red candle. I like that. If I'd still jumped in here, up here, that would have been a good trade. You know, I would already be at my profit target. It still might end up being a decent trade. I did kind of wait for the break of VWAP, but it was still, I don't know. We're up about $40 right now on the trade. Maybe the trading gods are apologizing to me for that move last night. Definitely moving down nicely. Now we're up about 50. Copper long signal might be good. We're gonna keep just watching this NQ for now. We're up 13 ticks right now. Still looking good, though it's struggling a little bit here right around 14,504. Let's look back. You can see that is a consolidation point earlier right here at this area. Kind of where we move exhausted earlier. Well, that was about 496. So let's see if we can continue to get something out of this. Although NQ is hitting the RSI's Bollinger on the 5-minute chart, so that's a little bit of a concern. Yeah, I think we're gonna exit. Give it a little bit of time watching the. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna exit there. Take that win. Why did I exit there? We'll see if I was right or wrong. See here on the 5-minute chart, the way this is just hanging here, usually that's a sign of it's going to reverse there. So we'll see. We already saw this big green candle. Looks like, we'll see if I was right or wrong. Either way, I took some profit on that. It was a winning trade at cha-ching. Though it's coming back down now. So we'll see if I chickened out too early. It looks like I might have. Still coming down. We'll watch it on the regular chart. Excellent job, Andrew. Let's watch this. Let's see if it continues to come down. See if I did get out too early. This looked like a sign of reversal, this green candle, honestly. Then looking at the 5-minute chart, but let's see. Remember, my profit target would have been at 89, so it still has a way to go. Is the first win of the day on the TCP account. I think he's still messing with that Bollinger on the 5. See right there. But that, just like when you see it, something grinding down uh, on a band, it can do the same thing on the RSI. There's yep, another green candle. So right now it's consolidating. We'll see if it could continue to go down to my profit target. But either way, I'm happy. We got about 50 bucks off that trade. A couple more of those. Get us back to break even. Crude, this have been, that's that buy signal that happened 10 minutes after the stream started that I just somehow totally ignored. That's gone, oh my god, that's gone 150 ticks. It's a $1,500 move there on Crude. See, everyone knows, guys. Um, I do have a stream, of course, scheduled for tomorrow morning, but I am under a winter storm warning with blizzard conditions. And so there's always a chance that power and or internet might go out. So if you don't see me tomorrow morning, that would be the reason why. If anyone's on the Earn to Trade Discord, I will be able to post there from my phone if I'm not able to get on. You know, I do like winter, but I do not like winter in the house I'm in right now. It's very drafty. It's costing me $400 a month to keep it heated, and the power just goes off too much here in Central Illinois. You know, my ideal place to like live would be someplace in like upstate New York where they get 100 inches of snow a year, as long as I was able to have a backup generator and all that fun stuff. I like cozy mornings and that. They're a little bit chilly, but not overly so. So it looks like I did get out of that move at the right time. So I did make the right decision. Which makes me, at least for now, I mean, obviously it's come back here. I got out at, let me look. I got out at 10, 5:10, which is right about where it's at now. So we'll see if it continues to head down, but it would have been consolidating all this time. Yeah, normally Chicago gets more than we do down here in Central Illinois, but this year, I mean, the last two storms put Central Illinois right in the crosshairs. So I don't even think Chicago is supposed to get much out of this. Like we're getting at least 4 to 6, but we're also getting 40-mile-an-hour winds and some sleet and freezing rain as well to start. Storm a couple weeks back dropped. It was like I think 12 inches, 12 or 14 inches on us. Now, I mean, I'm used to big snowstorms. I used to live back in Pennsylvania, eastern Pennsylvania. So you know, nor'easters came up the coast. Back in the winter of, I can't remember if it was 94, 96. We had one storm that dropped 34 inches where I was living. Up, I swear I turned that off. The Nightbot. Maybe I turned it off for Twitch. That would make sense, actually. Nightbot, Nightbot, Nightbot. Uh, I'll turn that caps thing off on Nightbot later on. Well, there it is. Uh, yep, there we go. There we go. I just turned it off. If we started seeing spammers come back in, when I first started, there was a lot of spammers, but now I don't know if I just was able to block them all or what. I haven't seen much spam at all in either Twitch or YouTube lately, so can relax the whole spam filters. Good morning, let's do this. How are you doing today? Yep, definitely got out of that trade at the right time. You see it's curled up above the SMA. The unemployment numbers coming up in 5 minutes. No idea if that's going to do anything for the market or not. Gold's continuing to rise toward 1900. A lot of good signals overnight. See this long signal here? That would have been a nice signal to grab that. I would have taken that one, but it would have ended up working. The pullback would have knocked you out, or at least it would have knocked me out. But then this short signal, see, easy trade. I mean, obviously I'm only looking for like 20 ticks, 16 to 20 ticks, and this one will give us 60. Then here again, another nice move there. Not 60, but 20 for sure, more than 20. This nice long signal. Well, it gave us 30. Now, I probably wouldn't have taken that one because I would have looked to see if it got back above this high. And then did all this. So I probably would have missed this move because that move came out of nowhere. Okay, about 2 minutes away from unemployment. We'll see what that does to the markets. Again, good morning. Thank everyone for joining me. Let's head to our second hour of the stream. Feel free to join Andrew and Let's Do This and Skoggs and Vincent chatting. Ask questions, comments, talk about the weather, anything. You hear from YouTube, I appreciate if you hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hey Dan, how you doing? Good morning, Zor. How are you? – 20 seconds. Watching the NQ, watching gold. Gold, big move up there right before the numbers. So far, the market doesn't care. So unemployment must not be anything big this morning. Or is this going to burst out of nowhere in a minute? Brr. Oh, there's a move. Nasdaq popped up about 13 points and is already pulling back, so it's not much of a move. I don't mind the cold. I don't mind the cold as long as I don't have to go out in it much. Snow is beautiful. I love snow. As long as I can sit and watch it from a window. Yeah, not much of a reaction so far to any news. Market shrugged it off so far. There's a long signal in NQ. I guess we can grab that. Yeah, well, if it sticks. Got my MNQ chart at the ready. Gold's continuing to head up. Yeah, the wind will cut right through you. So pulling back now on NQ. Coppers has kind of a wacky chart. UltraBond heading up. Usually you don't see the bond and the indices heading up or in the same direction. Gold gonna hit 1900. Very extended move here. Good morning, Ace. How's it going? Hey, Taurus. Glad to hear it, Ace. Most of you missed the fun last night on the Earn to Trade Discord. Someone came in and started predicting the end of civilization, saying we should all buy property in Mexico. I still say he was a Mexican real estate agent. Copper on the 5 minute, hitting the Bollinger Band, hitting the RSI band, just not above the 70 line, so it's not the A plus setup, but might be seeing a reversal there on copper. Nice. Chris, good luck. Copper, nice move up there. Gold's leveling out a bit here. Trying to get back into some equilibrium. Well above VWAP. And has been now since the European session opened. Oh. Ace is going short, Chris is going long. No, not at all. I guess, when the world's on the brink of war, a little bit of unemployment report doesn't really it doesn't really affect it much. There's that little bit of a pullback on copper that I said was going to happen. Always love it when I'm right. Top of this most recent move is 527. Yep. Now Andrew's in on the long. Looks like everyone's starting to wake up. See, we're up to 25 people on the stream. Welcome everybody. Envious that you may have all gotten an extra hour of sleep compared to me, but that's okay. I catch up on the weekends. I usually sleep 10 hours both Saturday and Sunday. Consolidation here. Bands are squeezing pretty tight here on the NQ. Channel reached 350 subscribers overnight. Almost double since the beginning of the month. I was at 178 February 1st. Ooh, big move down. And by big, I mean 7 points, but still. So Ace was the winner of that little battle there. Wow, big move down here now. 15 points all of a sudden. Okay, did everyone read the unemployment report like 10 minutes late? This is the move I was expecting one way or the other 10 minutes ago. Now we're between those two candles, we went down just about 23 points. Bouncing back here. Yeah. Okay, bring Chris. Make sure you bring enough for everybody. You'll get the next one, Andrew. Thank you on the 5 minute. Interesting, curve there. If I had stayed in that trade, by the way, guys, that I took the profit on there. If I wanted to stay through this big pullback, I would have finally reached profit target. Yeah, those numbers don't sound good. Let's do this. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking at that time frame this weekend. I'll go back if I have time. I need to do a couple videos this weekend too, and I need to sleep some this weekend. Kappa. Copper pulling back to the SMA line, sending a short. So you say we're going back to 450 there, yeah, Taurus. So let's see, back, so about where we hit yesterday afternoon. Did hit that area like 4 different times. Kind of interesting. That was a 385. Okay, so this area was very important. It looks like 385. It came down a few times. We're about 442 now. No, we're not. That's the wrong line. That we hit a low of 442 this session. Back last night's crazy crash. We did spend a lot of time right around that 440, 450 area, consolidating here in the late morning before the FMOC pushed us up. Ooh, yeah, look at that move down now. And UltraBond's loving it. It's heading up. Gold's still heading up. Gold is right under 1900. Yep, I do try and definitely run a non-slaughter plan. Crude sending a long signal there, but downtrending bands. Retail traders believe everything is going to go up, so if you're in a long uptrend, then they're not getting slaughtered. Be interested to see here gold when it hits 1900 if it's going to reverse there. I can imagine that some people have a bunch of sell orders sitting there right at 1900. Yeah, I do hate that number. I mean, I'm sure that number is accurate, but I hate that number because it doesn't take into the account people that actually do try and learn how to trade versus those that come in, think they know everything, throw their money at it and gamble it, and then crash and burn. So that explains that crash. I tell you, or at least one. I mean, right there, 5:44 a.m., 7:44 my time. That was at 20 point candle down. So it almost looks like does anyone want to volunteer to like go over to the State Department and try and get us inside info so we can play the market before they announce these issues? If you wouldn't mind doing that, I would appreciate it. No, let's do this. I actually love that. I mean, I usually, if I'm not watching the charts or if it's slow, I'll quickly go to Twitter and try to find out why something happened. So if you want to post the news, I appreciate that actually. It's very helpful. I can only, do so much. So anything that adds to the stream, especially that's, obviously it's very important to the market. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, Ace, I think that stat means the 90% means that they blow up their accounts or they never make any money in the markets. Let's yeah, I need more screens. I would love to have 5 screens, and I know that sounds excessive, but I'd love to have one screen for trading view here or Ninja, then another screen where I just have my Ninja Trader charts parked where I can just slide them over to the main screen. I have one screen that's just dedicated here to stuff I need for the stream. Um, that has Streamlabs, it has Restream, and it has the chat on it. So there was a time, and this was before I was trading, that I had 7 screens. Nasdaq's kind of leveled off. So let's look here. Nasdaq's near its low of the day that it saw after the flash crash last night. ES actually made a new low of the day. Copper almost at the high of its range. Gold did make a new high, though I don't think we, no. So we touched 1900, and then it did pull back. Touched 1900, not a tick more. UltraBond heading back up toward the high of the range. Crude oil is about the high of it. It did make a slightly new high earlier. Yeah, I need a new house before I can expand monitors. I just don't have the room where I'm at now. I could theoretically get one more monitor where I'm at, on the desk, but Now we wait. See what NQ wants to do here. Crude. What's Crude telling us? Crude. Set this long signal. This long signal went good. Crude's actually sending some big candles. That would have been a good one, even though it would have been against my plans because it was kind of going against the grain, against the downtrending SMA, but that would have been good. Consolidated here. It's pulling back to the SMA. So far, we're one for one on this morning. On the morning, looking for 2 for 2 and 3 for 3 and 4 for 4. Still down on the day because we took 3 losses last night on MNQ. Down $102 on the day on the Trader Career Path account. We're up $60 on the day on the Gauntlet account. Short signal here on Crude. There's a part of me that thinks that's going to be a good signal, but we're right around, everything's sideways. Haven't added VWAP to that one yet. Thank you for that, Taurus. I admit that's something I haven't really learned or even attempted to learn yet, is looking for levels like that. Gold hit exactly 1900 on that candle right there. And like I said, I wondered if there was a bunch of sellers that had orders parked right there. Should have brought up a Dom quick and seen how many orders were stacked there before it hit. And since then, it's now pulled back by 4 points. It's actually looking like it wants to head south. Yeah, we used to have a guy on the Earn to Trade Discord that did a lot of talk about point of control and volume profile. I tried to follow it a little bit, but never really dove into it. It's like, I have this. Obviously, well, copper just dropped like a rock. You know, you want a lot of information. You want all the relevant information you can handle, but you don't want to get so much information that you're trying to make these decisions so quick. So that's where I'm trying to add more without making it too complicated. It's just I want to keep learning, keep adding to my arsenal without causing my brain to freeze when something happens. Yeah. I've tried to watch a couple videos on it, and I'm not even sure. Not even sure where to find it. What if it's something I can get on NinjaTrader. I assume it's popular enough that it should be somewhere here. NinjaTrader, I'm sorry. I mean on TradingView. I assume it's popular enough that it will be on TradingView. But the fact that TradingView still doesn't have tick charts and all that stuff, could be wrong. VWAP to a couple charts. I haven't added it to all of them yet, but I have VWAP on the NASDAQ. That's that straight yellow line you see in the middle there. Oh. Oh, here, volume profile, fixed range, session volume, HD, or visible range. One of those for volume profile. Fixed range or session volume. Or visible range. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot I muted. Thank you, Ace. So yeah, I'll play with that when I'm not on stream and try and figure it out. Um, don't think you guys want me to be experimenting with indicators while I'm sitting here on stream. Uh, Long signal here at top of the hour. Trying to come back up a bit. That makes sense. Taurus, thank you. So we did get the long signal in NQ on a 20-point candle up. It's looking more like a one to consolidate, although, I mean, we have already gotten 10 points off of that. Gold's sending a short signal here. Awesome. Thank you, Taurus. Big move down here on gold. 4-point candle. Big move like that, we expect it to pull back up on the next candle at the very least. Of course, it'll probably prove me wrong as I say that. It's already done another point on that. There's the bounce. You mean on Ninja Trader? For, I mean, the Gauntlet versus TCP? Is that what you mean? Excellent job, Skogs. So, yep, that was the bounce there. Expected on gold after that big move down. We're a point and a half. Yeah, I'm only training MNQ in the morning sessions, and yeah, I have the Trader Career Path as the account. I don't do gold on the morning sessions on the TCP. I only do it on the Gauntlet. So let's say if I take in this long signal on MNQ, it'll be up 8 points. Still got the downtrending bands there. VWAP sitting about 520. VWAP, VWAP. I gotta stop the whole VWAP, VWAP thing. Every time I say VWAP, I want to start doing a doo-wop song. Which might be the reason not to use it, because y'all are gonna hate me if I keep doing VWAP, VWAP, VWAP. So I definitely should have played that reversal. Why should I have played that reversal on gold? Because it was the A plus setup that I talked about earlier. Hit the 30 line, was well below the Bollinger on the RSI, and was above the Bollinger on the regular chart. It would have took some heat if we had jumped in right on this candle. It would have been 9-tick heat, but we're now up um, almost 3 points. That would have been an excellent reversal play. Vincent, I haven't heard from you lately. How are you doing? You didn't fall asleep with me again, did you? Well, Nasdaq came up, is now staying above that SMA line, and the SMA line has straightened out and just a tiny bit of a curve upwards. Not big moves here. It's basically sideways here for the last 5 minutes after the 20-point candle. Thanks, Taurus. Have a great day. Now gold pulled back, kind of got some equilibrium there, you know, filled in those orders. Now it's coming back down. If it gets back below this level of 92-ish, we might want to enter short. We are about 14 minutes to the bell, and so I'm usually hesitant about entering too much right before the bell. But gold doesn't always respond to the bell like the indices do, and we do have enough time. So we can take a gold trade. We'll do on a regular if it gets to that point. Do a regular 16.8 on that instead of what I do in the morning. Thank you. Let's do this. Thank you, Taurus. fun. He should provide some more scare for the market. Speaking of the Fed and all that, I have decided I will be doing, I will live stream the next FMLC meeting. I don't know if I'm going to do like like a special all morning session into the afternoon, or if I just will come on live at like an hour before. But can have some fun with that. I'll decide how I want to do it as I get closer. Not sure anyone wants to hear me stream for like 7 hours, so gold's trying to push down here. We're going to jump in there. We are short on gold. I feel like it's going to keep going down. Crap. I'm in the TCP account. And just as let's do this, ask me if I'm in the right account. Well, no, I'm not. But we're going to let this play out. We're going to move our stop closer. Yeah, there we go. This might be working out very well. Target failed. How about that? So, took the trade on the wrong account and totally made back all the losses on the TCP. That deserves a big cha-ching. Let's look at the tape. Yep. It started in the morning down $181 on the TCP. We're now up. What did I do? We're now up $58. We got exactly 16 ticks off that move. I love happy accidents. Thanks, guys. Now I kind of wish that I wasn't just going for that profit target, because we see everything's all of a sudden selling off. Guys, what's going on? Gold has lost 12 points now since it hit 1900 not that long ago. Less than a half an hour ago. Now we did bounce there on gold, so lucky I did get out. So, but look at this move on the UltraBonds here. 16 ticks on that one candle, and then all the way back up. NQ broke this short-term resistance, but came right back down. There we go. So the TCP is now in profit by $7.20. That's net after commissions. That's for the whole account since it started, and we're back in the positive. Thanks to a trade I didn't mean to take, or not on that one. You can see the TCP stats in the upper right hand corner of the screen. So now both of my accounts are positive. Watch me end up hitting both at one time, getting funded both at one time, and then I have to decide between one of them going live and one of them going live sim. Be a nice problem to have. So 2 for 2 now in the morning. 1 MNQ, 1 gold. I have now changed the gold chart on NinjaTrader over to the Gauntlet account. So now everything is right. Looksing? Oh yeah. The English is working well. So we're still below VWAP here. On the NQ, it was trying to push up. Seems like we're gonna maybe consolidate now until the bell. So gold popped back up by almost 4 points, and now popping back down. I'm not gonna retempt the fate, especially since we do have the VWAP not too far below here. Gold on the 5-minute chart is interesting here. Big pullback after it hit 1900, all the way down to 1887. So a little over 12 points. Usually where it's at right now, when you see something like this move come down, usually things don't hang there and continue down. Usually you might see a reverse retest. See if we have any examples of that. Of course not. Oh, here. The way this came down here and it came back up before continuing down. Market very, very rarely ever, goes one direction without some pullbacks along the way. So as we approach the cash open, as they call it, I guess, do want to thank everyone for joining me like normal. Feel free to join the chat. Lots of good chatting going on, or there was. Everyone got quiet all of a sudden. Don't be afraid. Feel free to ask questions, especially if you're new. We're here to help learn, educate. Copper. Copper's been down, up, kind of an M pattern here. Crude. Kind of a free fall for Crude. See, Crude gave a signal here, then reversed by like 30 ticks and then free fell. Quick reminder that you're hearing me talk about the trader TCP or trader career path. Those of you that might be new or no clue what I'm talking about, Earn the Trade came out with a new product beginning of this month called the Trader Career Path. It allows you to continue moving up instead of being stuck to one account size, and I'm trading it. Uh, this is my trading plan for it because it does start off with a very tight stop loss, very tight drawdown, where I won't lose any more than $60 per trade. I'm looking for an average of 125 a day. It's more like $150 a day now because I'm a little bit behind. If I hit $350 in losses in a day, I'll shut it down because the max loss is 550 and I don't want to tempt it. My goal is slow and steady, so no resets or blowups. I'll reevaluate it once we're through the 25K legs. In the morning sessions, I'm only trading MNQ and gold accidentally with a 30-point profit target, 15-point stop loss, 2 contracts. In the evenings sessions, I'm trading 3 MNQs, 15 by 7.5, and gold 7 by 5. And I'm only taking trades on the TCP account while live on stream, so you can see every trade I take on that account. Uh, what's the biggest thing, Skogs? I'm sorry. I'm not sure. I missed something there. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. I mean, me personally, yeah, I started this whole thing because I wanted to help people get into trading. This all started. I'm, I am I'm big on a subreddit called Beer Money. It's a subreddit about making money through various apps and programs online. And I got a big following there. And uh, but that's getting harder and harder to do. That's how I make the majority of my money. And I wanted to introduce people to trading and wanted to get people started. So that's how this all started for me with streaming and all that, because I wanted to help other people get started, because I really believe trading is a big opportunity if people are willing to take the time to learn how to do it, not just jump into it and expect, fast money. Chris, excuse me, sorry. Um, you can stop at the 25K. Um, you would have to switch over to, I believe, the live account instead of the live sim, because you're limited on the amount of money you can make on the live sim. But if you just want a 25K live account, yeah, you can do that. That said, right now the TCP is discounted, and if you're interested in starting your own TCP, the link is down in the show notes. But right now the TCP is discounted, so yeah, it'll be cheaper than buying the regular 25K mini gauntlet mini. But normally, buying the 25K gauntlet mini would be cheaper. Awesome, Dan. Awesome. Thank you. We're about 6 minutes to the bell. What? Ace, I tend to agree. Um, you're welcome, Chris. But I've seen some people on the Discord, on the Earn Trade Discord. There are a couple of people that have been in trading now for 20 years, and they're like, they have this such a negative view of trading because they've had bad experiences in the past, and they're like, why would you ever do that to somebody? Why would you want to get them into the zero sum game and blah blah blah? And I'm like, if you hate trading that so much, why are you doing it? And it's like, I don't know if they really hate trading, or if they feel it's just some exclusive club that other people shouldn't be invited to. So and then I did a post on I have a subreddit for those that aren't aware, and I noticed the ratio of traders seems to be 90% plus male. And so I did a post on the Reddit that females can do this too. There's no reason they can't. And then these same OGs on the Reddit were like, well, women just they don't have the same risk tolerance. They want security. They're and it's like the people on the Reddit were seeing this on the Discord, and like they're like, I can't believe that this is the way things are being thought, and I assured them that that's not how it is. That these are just a couple of disgruntled people, but you do definitely get those, especially it seems like the older traders. When I say older traders, I don't mean like age. I mean those that have been in the industry for like 20 years, 30 years, whatever. So it does seem like there is some toxicness to from the older guard that just doesn't feel like retail traders should, or newer retail traders should be getting involved. I guess the one guy did tell me later on that I guess he considered himself addicted to trading to the point that he blew up a business of his own that was bringing in $1 million a year because he was too concentrated on trading. So like, I mean, I guess that soured him on it, but just because you screwed that up doesn't mean you should sour other people on it. Doesn't mean that's going to happen to them. Oh, sorry. Hello, bit even. Um, what you I curious. What is the elusive level of consistency? You mean being profitable in general? Overall showing a profit, or what? How you know? Be more specific in your question, please. As we are approaching 2 minutes to the bell, I'll move over to a big move down here as we approach the bell. It's very doable. Absolutely. I mean, Ace is in here every day, and he gets his 2 points, and he's happy. Um, Vincent went the whole month of December with only one red day. Obviously, I mean, you're not going to win every day. There's ebbs and flows, but it's absolutely very doable if you find a trading plan and stick to your trading plan. I should say, find a profitable trading plan, stick to it, Don't let emotions get in your way. Yes, it's absolutely very, very doable. You know, the Earn the Trade Discord, you're seeing people every day talk about how much they're making here and there, multiple accounts, whatnot. But it's not something you're going to do overnight. You gotta, take the time and realize that it's not get rich quick. It's a skill. Some people try and say, well, trading's just gambling, and that's not true. To me, gambling is pulling the arm of a blackjack. I'm sorry, pulling the arm of a slot machine or whatever. There's skill to this, and it's a skill you can learn. And I believe just about anybody can learn it if they're willing to put in the time. If I didn't believe that this was something that everybody or just about everybody could learn and be profitable, I wouldn't have ever started trying to help others because I would never want to lead people to failure. So we did get a short signal here right before the bell. We are about 1 second from the bell, actually. There's the bell. Move up here, 16, 19 points on NASDAQ. Bid even? Not yet. I am not funded. I'm doing two different evals at one time now. Doing the trader career path, and I'm doing a 75K um, gauntlet mini. And I'm going to be very honest that I did not do what I recommend everyone else to do. If you want to start, I tell everyone that if you're just starting out on trading, treat it like a, a semester in college. Take time to learn the materials. Look over, watch some videos, read some educational material, watch some live streams, and then practice in a simulator. Weeks, sometimes even months, depending. You find the strategy that works for you that you consistently profitable on in a simulator, and then go for the try and get funding. Very muted open here so far. Not much going on. We're up 6 total points so far on NQ. 2 ticks so far on ES. Quietest first couple minutes of an open I've seen in a while. Still down just 5 points. Crude. Crude's trying to pop up there. Most boring open I've seen in a while. We are right near the low of the day on the NQ and the ES. Wow, So this 1 minute candle just went green. It's up 6 points now, but still, we are, you know, over 3 minutes in and still not seeing a lot of action. It's looking like it. Well, until the next Russia scare. Kappa, not doing much. What the crude decide? Oh, I should have took that signal in crude. That would have been a nice move right there. That's 40 up, 45 ticks. Wow. So it looks like I need to just take every signal here on crude because they're all working. So that even that one would have worked. So we'll keep that in our pocket. Remember the chart. By the chart, it's looking like the indices want to head down, but I don't know, just weird open. Uh, Chris, I don't know. Forget it. Where? When did you leave? Were you here for my win on gold? Other than that, you haven't missed much of an open. If you're here for Chris, if you're here for my win on gold, you haven't missed anything after that. If you weren't, I had a win on gold. Oh, then you might have missed my win on gold. I took a trade on gold. I thought I was in the Gauntlet account. I was actually in the TCP account, and I got 16 ticks off of it and moved the TCP back to positive on the day and on the full account. Up $7.20 in the full account. So you missed my play of the day so far. Hopefully we'll see more. But right now, there's like absolutely nothing going on here at the open. So I'm going to mute here for a couple minutes and eat my eggs. Keep watching the chart, see if anything pops. All these doji candles on the NQ 1 minute. Remember, guys, if you're here from YouTube, I'd love if you smash that like button. Right now, it appears that 96% of you are here from YouTube. Twitch has one person. Hello to the one person on Twitch. Also, feel free to say hello. I have it set up with Restream that YouTube chatters see the Twitch chatters and Twitch chatters see the YouTube chatters. It's all one chat. So don't feel you just need to not be involved in the conversation. Feel free to say hi. Taking along on ES is Ace. Big pop up there, 6.5 points. Wow, yeah, well, that's a nice move. Did get the long signal there on NQ as I was sitting here just kind of telling everyone to say hi. And I said I'm not sure about it. I want to see it get above this recent high of 14,503. Still eating eggs. We'll try not to chew in your ear. Watching this, waiting to see if it breaks. Pulling back to the SMA. Kind of watching, waiting. Oh, good job, Chris. Sorry, missed that message there, but yeah, excellent job. Chris, remind me because I'm mixing up everybody now for the most part. Are you in an eval or are you in a funded account or are you in your own account? I forget. NQ right on that SMA line. Indecisive. Good job, Ace. Cool, Chris. That's right. I'll remember that eventually, probably by the time you pass. You're active this morning, Ace. That's awesome. Just about done with breakfast. Hopefully I didn't chew it all in anybody's ear. There we go. ES hit that third band and popped back up. Definitely not. I mean, this is an ugly looking open on NQ. ES has looked a little smoother. Big move down there on NQ though. 10 points. Definitely in a little bit of a range here. About 95 down to 49. That's a big range, but it's hard to play it, at least for me. Really upset about missing this crude opportunity. It's going up almost 100 ticks. So, the question is, should I have gotten it in on this short signal? Now, I probably would never have because it was 3 minutes before the bell, and you never know what's going to happen to the bell. But the answer is yes, because you see everything dropping now. Holy. So there's the drop we were waiting for. Big move down there on NQ into the bands, though. I think Ace might have got his 5 points. Excellent. Glad to hear that, Chris. So 2 big candles down here on the NASDAQ did send a short signal, but we are into the bands. We're in the 70 line. We're just about touching that band on the RSI. Depends. Are we talking about exercise or gold? Ended up working out. Well, gold is now at that 95 line that I was talking about earlier. Here's the bounce on NQ. See how much this bounces and see if it comes back down. That was a 31-point candle following a 20-point candle, so 51 points in 2 minutes. Going long on gold. On the right account this time. Oh, crap. Wow. So I went long on gold and immediately got stopped out within 2 seconds. Okay. So that just wiped out my gains on the Gauntlet account. Luckily, it was on the right account this time. It was on the right account this time, right? Yes. So Gauntlet account gains gone in literally 2 seconds. Wow. I'm sorry, 3 seconds. So that was my own fault. I didn't follow my trading plan. Tried to jump in at the break of this previous top, but I should have just jumped in on the, off the signal, and if I jumped in off the signal, I would have got my 2 points. NQ's continuing to go down, so I missed that opportunity. Uh, honestly, I need to stop looking at for a break on gold and actually just take the signals. You know, the last couple long signals have been good. I mean, so sometimes looking for a break of a previous high or whatnot can be good. But gold, I don't know. It was just a stop run because it's still going out. Now it's going back up. So, yeah, no biggie. I got in at 96.9 and then it hit 97.2. So it only went up 3 ticks. So it is pulling back. Either way. So I went from being up 60 to down 20. Not a devastating loss at all. Excellent job, Ace. You just made your entire next week. You're not going to like retire on me here now and never show up again. And Q. 447 to 453. UltraBond. Off this long signal, it did pull back. But it's since this long signal, it's gone 24 ticks. No, I'm sorry, 22 ticks. Consolidating on NQ. Vincent, you've been quiet. You've gotten in on any of this? Continuing to move down here, so my mistake possibly probably not getting in here at 14,425 on that signal. It's already gone down 17. Yeah. So why did I hesitate on that signal? Because I did expect this pullback, but I could have got in on that signal and stayed in even with the little bit of a pullback. It pulled back by 9 points. 15-point stop would have kept me in that trade, and it's gone 20. We are down now below 400, 14,400. Yes, we are down enough that I would have hit my 30-point profit target. Yes, grumble, grumble, grumble. I'm upset with myself. Are you still in that trade, Ace? Nice, very nice. So about 17 points right now. So we'll watch and wait and continue to see how much more money Ace makes. And I hate this. I mean, obviously, I'm very happy for Ace. Don't want to make don't want to sound like I hate that he's making money. But obviously, I could have got in on any candle along down this way and made 2 or 3 points or 10 points or whatever. But you never know where exactly it's gonna stop. So jumping in, kind of like the way I just jumped in on that gold and ended up taking a loss in 3 seconds. It's like, you know, at what point are you chasing? Obviously, so far I could have got in anywhere along here and done very well. But I almost feel like if I got in right now, this is where it will reverse. Meanwhile, Ace said he got in, I think, at 34. Yeah, 44, 34. It's down to 12 now, so he's up more than 20 points. Stalling a little bit here around 44.12. Up. Looking back at NQ. NQ is also kind of sideways here around 14,393, 392. Oops. That's how I did that. Okay. Looking back, trying to see if this is an area of significance at all. But no, I mean, we haven't been here since Monday. No, Tuesday. When it made that big move up in the European session. No real. It did kind of consolidate in the same area before it continued to move up. So it's an interesting area. Looks like it's leveling out here. Market's taking a little bit of a breath. Copper with a big bar down there. Really big bar, 21 ticks. Up. Looks like it's trying to go head down again. Still struggling right between 10 and 12. Up. Oh, there's a nice push down. Ace is going for 30 points. Let me look. I'll check out the calendar. Uh, no. Nothing major until the Fed speaker. NASDAQ coming to meet the SMA line. Copper. Copper continuing to move down. That was a choppy move down. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But definitely heading down now. Absolutely. Do you have a level in mind that you want to get out, Ace? Up to the SMA line on the S. For those of you that are just joining, Ace entered in on S&P on the S at 44.34, so he's up about 20 points right now. Which is $1,000 a contract. All's quiet. Literally, everyone's chatting. Everyone stopped chatting. The market's sideways. We're all just waiting to see how much money Ace makes. ES is up to 44.16 now. Hanging right around that SMA line. Kind of crossed it now. The, the, it's where we need like entertainment when nothing's happening. We should hire a live band. Someone go poke the market with a stick, make sure it's still alive. Boop, 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 boop. We're all waiting to see what Ace is making for breakfast. Excellent, Stephen. Glad to hear that. I'm green on the TCP and slightly red on the gauntlet. Pardon my yawn. Oh, there's a short signal in Crude. I regret it not taking signals in Crude all morning, so if that signal holds for the next 30 seconds, we will take that. On the gauntlet account. Make sure we're on the gauntlet account. Yes, we are. Excellent, Stephen. Oop. It is like really jumpy right here on Crude. Up, down, up, down. Wait a minute. Something's not right. Guys, the Crude roll. I don't remember Ninja Trader telling me anything about Crude rolling, but the price on TradingView is way different than the price on Ninja Trader. But the all the all the candles are looking the same. Hi, Blue Dog Group. Don't overtrade, Steven. They'll learn one day. So Crude did roll to the next contract. Usually Ninja Trader tells me. It didn't tell me today, but so what's the right price right now on the front contract on Crude? Is it 89 or is it 91? Thank you. Huh. Not sure why it didn't roll me. Okay, thank you. I guess I should start paying attention to that. Just because, I mean, normally I just rely on Ninja Trader to do it. Maybe because I haven't shut down and restarted Ninja, it didn't. Not even sure how to get the right contract up for why I don't like Ninja Trader. Oh, there we go. Okay. The signal never fired anyway, so that worked out. Thank you very much, Blue Dog Group, and welcome. I don't think I've seen you in here before. I really appreciate that help. Uh, yeah, I didn't close down or reboot my computer or anything, so Ninja guess didn't have the opportunity. Ace, you got out? I might have missed you saying that. And no waffles for me. I'm keto. So, I don't know. Kind of waiting to see what the market wants to do here. Awesome. Thank you for joining me. Hope you're enjoying it. Glad to have you. South Texas home tours. What are you trading? What asset? Hello. I apologize. I'm not going to try and pronounce your name, but hello. And no, I'm on Earn to Trade. Yeah, I struggle with MES with the whole commissions thing. That's why I mainly stick with the MNQ. It's obviously a little bit harder to trade. You know, it's jumpier, but it's just it seems like it's easier to with the bigger movement being commissions take less of a hit off of your account. Yeah, right now I'm skeptical. I don't know. It's not really giving an indication which way it wants to go. I kind of come back up, forward it back down. Now it's back above the SMA. Yeah, I studied the MES for 2 weeks over the past weekend, and I just couldn't find something that made me happy risk reward wise, while also taking in the idea of commissions. So that's why I ended up settling on just MNQ for the career path and adding in a small gold positions if I can get them. I do wish Earn the Trade would drop the commissions on the micros a bit. Also, I don't think I said welcome to. If you can give me a hint on how to pronounce your name, I don't want to just call you you, but I have no clue. I don't want to just totally butcher your name either. Uh, you can withdraw anytime after you've reached $100 in profit once you're funded. There are fees unless you wait to withdraw up to 500 and above. But anytime you can make withdrawals for $100 at any time if you want to. Once you're above $100 in profit. Okay, Shukri, am I saying that right? And if not, I apologize. I am trying. Sure. Yeah, Shukri. Back below the SMA on Nasdaq. Good luck. South Texas. Crude sideways. Natural gas heading up. Russell, ES, NQ all kind of sideways right now. Gold grinded up, pulling back now. Copper came down pretty harsh, pulled back. Pretty big candles there. Now riding its SMA. UltraBond also kind of sideways in a slightly upward trajectory. Looking for a couple more good trades, hopefully. Love the build on that. TCP, this is day 4, and I'm only at $7.20. So technically, if I want to do it in the 15 days, and obviously I don't need to do it in the 15 days, I would love to do it before I have to pay for another month. But now we need $1,750 in 11 days. So now we kind of need about $160 a day average. NQ looking like it wants to head down. Previous low of this recent move is 376. It's already broken that. Oh well. Okay, so it's already broken below that previous low. ES, something as a short signal here, or trying to. South Texas is up about 4 points, it looks like. I'm going to bring up an ES chart for the gauntlet account. Or an MES? Yeah, let's do MES. MES 4 points, look with a 2.5 point stop. And we're in. Magic of the internet. There's my chart. Went in on 5, meant to do 3, but hey, we'll see how it goes. Oh, wow. Big move down. Oh, and stopped out. Uh, Someone remind me I need to adjust the trailing stop parameters on that. What the heck did I have set up? Yeah, the trailing stop just killed me, but I mean, it was a profitable trade. Real quick. Excellent job, Blue Dog Group. Let me just quickly look at the stats on that trade, and then I'll check back on the chat. So that trade I was just in on MES, I only ended up getting 3 ticks out of it. I wasn't on 5 micros, so I'm not even sure that paid for the commission. Let's go look. Ah, I'm back to green on the day on the gauntlet by $11.25, so it's probably about break even after commission. So 2 green accounts on the day though. Oh, and it did reverse there, so maybe that trailing stop worked for me. You have to, yeah, you have to get over that profit target. So even if it's $1 away, you need to get it above. South Texas, I see it did get below 44.06. Did you take profit, or are you still in the trade? So 3 out of 4 trades have worked this morning that I've taken. Big one on gold, good one on MNQ, one on MES, and then gold worked against me on another one. Gold. Signals on gold over the last hour or so have been hard. Obviously, it's worked. Here I'm looking for 16 ticks. I've never figured out why I picked 16, but yeah, I went 23, but it was still against the short-term trend there. So I'm not sure I would have even taken it. And this one, I mean, this one there was no reason not to take except for I was looking backwards and thinking it needed to get above there, but obviously this worked. Now we have another one here. This might not be the toughest yet. First of all, because we've been going upwards pretty much so long, and also it's just it's a bigger firing candle, but oh, crude. Crude sending a short signal again now. Has been trending downward. Pulled back here and then started coming back down. So once again, we'll grab a crude chart. This time it's on the right front month. Candle closes in about 6 seconds. We're filled. Got filled at 89.78. We're up 2 ticks so far. Stop loss of 8 ticks. Seven ticks in the pro. Oh, yeah, look at that flush. Oh, yeah. There we go. Trailing stop is trailing. We're up 14 ticks on this trade. If it comes back to our trailing stop, let's see if it. Yep, trail. There we go. Quick, nice trade. Let's check out the stats. Now up $151 on the day on the Gauntlet account. Executions, we got 14 ticks off. No, wait, went down. Yeah, 14 ticks. The trade lasted all of 56 seconds. So $140 in 56 seconds. I like that hourly wage. And we see it did bounce there, bounced back up by 18 ticks. So we got in and got out, took our profit. Definitely seeing some positive momentum now on both accounts. Oh yeah, and that deserves a cha-ching. Oh, hold on, my chat froze up. Are you guys hearing me okay? Okay, are you guys hearing me? I had a chat freeze up, but I want to make sure nothing else is frozen up. Okay, good. I'm not sure what's going on with my restream chat. It suddenly stopped working with YouTube. I'm not sure why. So I'll watch the chat from my phone. Yeah, I saw nothing after South Texas saying he took 9 points. So it was very good, South Texas. Anyone else in anything besides South Texas right now? Oh yeah. Okay, I hear myself now. Brought up the. How annoying is that mic with the sounds like it just pops up to? Like it says noise canceling goes totally dead and then total comes back. I'm doing like 10 things at once here trying to figure out why I'm having issues. I can't stand listening to my own voice, so I can't keep listening to that. Yeah. Yeah, Ace, you missed it. You missed it. Okay, so having a good morning here. 4 winning trades out of 5. After having a very good day yesterday. A little bit of a bump last night. I'm liking the positive momentum I'm feeling. Do we have one more good trade? Probably stream till 11 o'clock. Don't have anything going on today that I need. I mean, I need to get work done, but other than that. And Q hanging around 14,360. So Crude, came down, gave me my win, popped back up, and now it's continuing down. Eventually, my goal in trades like that is to go with more than one contracts. You know, hit profit target on one, move the break even on the other, and then let the other one see if it runs. I don't take that chance right now yet on the evaluations just because if they both go to stop, I don't want to take that big of a loss. Once I'm have more of a buffer, I think that'll be a winning strategy. Oh. We do have a Fed speaker at the top of the hour. Don't know whether that's going to do anything. Oh, that gold signal there, I was right. I said I didn't feel it was comfortable with it, and it did fail. Even went to a short signal, but it's kind of hemming and hawing there now as well. Everything's kind of sideways. As we watch and wait. Like everyone's been doing pretty good this morning. All making the money. UltraBond heading down there. So having a good short signal. Did pop up with that one green candle in there. Bottom right hand corner. Watching. So we're back to needing live entertainment again because there's like nothing going on. Yeah, you're very right, Chris. You called that perfectly. Copper, corn. Copper try to pop up. I haven't really looked in on agriculture. Looks like agriculture sold off at the open. Hey, there, a restream chat working again. Yay. I don't need to hold the phone and watch the chat. Someone should poke the market makers now and say we need some action. Been consolidating here for the last 20 minutes or so. UltraBond popping back up. Gold with a long signal there, but it's also kind of in a range. It's trying South Texas. It's like, I think I can, 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 I think I can. 4409 short for South Texas. We can watch and see how that goes. Crude just popped up. Big 20 tick candle there. Copper. Copper with a long signal. That's interesting there. Came down here. That was a good reversal. Got up here. Got back down. Come back up. I kind of like it. It's kind of iffy. I don't know. It's kind of range. I mean, it's came up here, failed, failed. Came down here, here it failed. Came up here, failed, failed. So I don't like it as much as when I originally saw it. Wow, very good call, South Texas. Excellent job. Well, maybe I said that too soon. It was down to 4403, and all of a sudden, boom. Sorry about that. Maybe I just jinxed you. So it popped down to 4403, and now all of a sudden, big move up here. 6-point candle out of the blue. Everything's popping. The bullet started talking early. Gold popping up. Nasdaq popping up. Gold futures down. I'm sorry. UltraBond down. What just happened? We have a doji candle in the Nasdaq. All of a sudden, everything's reverting back. Oh, that was weird. Now back to our regularly scheduled program, already in progress, heading downward. Weird. Not a job I would want, trapping bulls. Crude oil sending a long signal there now. I don't know. Do we dare go back to the well on crude and try the opposite direction? It's already gone 5 ticks, so maybe not. Pull back to 2 ticks. I could enter here. Pull back there, crude. YM. Yeah, wow, that was a beautiful drop there on YM. Only like one real pullback on the way down. Oh wow. Crude actually rejected there, coming back down. Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, that would have been a bad long to take. I wasn't paying attention. I would never take a long going into downtrending bands like that. That was actually a perfect reversal area, and we see here it came down 30 ticks so far. So we're about 10 minutes from the top of the hour. Maybe we'll stay streaming just through a few minutes after the top of the hour to see if that guy speaking causes any kind of market scare. See, the market is heading south a bit, much to the pleasure of South Texas. Came down, bounced now. 4 points back up. The UltraBond did send a good signal there, although it had this weird candle at that same spot. Might have ended up stopping me out if I had gotten in there. So as we come toward the end of the stream, in a few minutes, we'll see how things go at the top of the hour. Well, I'd like to remind you that I am here again tomorrow. Hopefully, weather, as long as the weather doesn't knock out power or internet, or totally just blow me away. Or hopefully an exciting Friday morning session. If I don't take any more trades on the stream here this morning, we're ending the day. Yeah. At up $58 on the TCP for the day, and $7.20 on the account total. Right now I'm at $151 on the day on the Gauntlet account. That one I might still continue trading through the day. Of course, I may also take a nap. So all of a sudden, like a wave of tiredness hit me in the last 20 minutes or so. Long signal in ES. I'm hesitant to take a signal here only because I don't know what that Fed guy's going to do at the top of the hour. Thank you, Chris. That would have been a good candle to take there. Well, maybe. I mean, it would be a good scalp for 2 points. It's still deciding whether it wants to be red or green for the entire candle. Good luck, South Texas, on that entry. I don't know how quickly after the guy starts speaking that he says anything that might cause the markets to get all shaken up. I haven't ever tortured myself with actually listening to someone from the Fed actually speak. There's the top of the hour. Immediately starts a pullback. So 10 points down on the NQ. We'll go to 5 after unless something really exciting happens. And we'll call it there. Still sideways. Nothing incredibly exciting. Board apparently didn't come running out and say, raise interest rates 1,000%. Log signal on the NQ. Interesting. Do I want to tempt fate? Should I tempt fate? Has stayed above the SMA line. Previous high, I'm not sure we should count that weird candle. It's 376. Red candle there. At We're filled. I chased on the fill though. We'll see whether or not this continues to head up. I should have just marketed in. I think this is gonna kill my profit for the day. That was probably a mistake. We'll see. We'll let it ride out. Yep, that was a mistake on my part. Stop. Yep, stop me out. I should never have taken that trade. That was just a bad, bad idea. Bad idea. Totally bad idea. So now we end up down on the day on the TCP. That's okay. We're down $2 on the day on TCP. So, not that big of a deal. I thought it might be breaking out there and we didn't. Hey Tom, no soup for me there. That was stupid. And maybe it's gonna bounce here, so we'll see. But Either way, I'm not real devastated by it. You know, puts me down about $60 now on the TCP account, which is no biggie. Now, wait a minute. Let me look. Something's weird here. Yeah, we're down $57.12 on the TCP. Hasn't updated yet, but that's where we're at. Up $151 today on the gauntlet. Not happy with that. I think that nothing exciting happening here. I think we're going to call it there for the day. Be back here tomorrow, and hopefully I'll stop taking stupid FOMO trades. I'm not really sure it was FOMO. I just expected to break out, and it was a bad spot for it, honestly. So, overall, though, a good day. And good morning, because, I mean, I went down. I was down as much as $181 on the TCP coming into the morning, and now it's down 60. So overall, in the morning, still seeing a profit of 120 on the TCP, ending up $151 on the gauntlet. So that's where I'm going to call the stream. Good luck on the rest of your trades there, South Texas. I do want to thank everyone for joining me this morning. I hope you all join me again tomorrow morning, unless the storm blows me away. I hope you have a great rest of your day and you stay green. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks again, everybody.